Off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, 56 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Kamara with a carry on first down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. Okule Bunam. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Saints nothing.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go deep. 56 to mine. 56 to mine.
Williams will try again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Williams. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they're going to face a third down. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Camaro running on first down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Winston now. On the check down, he finds Camara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. David Onyemata in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. You think about the strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
To throw is Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Randy Gregory in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
56.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A 1st down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Lutz is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Where's 52? 52's the mic.
Wilson. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. DJ Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake, Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Winston. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points. So
now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Winston. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. KJ Hamler returning it. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Winston here to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hamler now to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hamler now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Peyton Turner. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.